So Shinobi Striker released a new jutsu. We're getting the particling dismantling jutsu from the second Jutsu Kage, and it's a little but let me know in the comments how y'all are feeling about this jutsu, and that's going to lead us into our anime question for today. Now that we have this new jutsu, what has been your favorite jutsu from the Elder Kage DLC pack? But yeah, we're going to be talking about the particle dismantling jutsu from Mu, and we're going to basically be giving y'all the strengths, the weaknesses, and some things just to know about this jutsu and how to actually utilize it. So if this is something you think you might be interested in, stay tuned in the video and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all those nice things, and let's just go ahead and hop straight into this breakdown. Okay, so we actually get into the breakdown of this jutsu, and we start off with the description. It's basically going to be a particle dismantling beam, and it's very similar to the scorching flame that we got from Obito, but the range is a little bit less, and whenever you fire off this beam, it's going to kind of move like left to right, whichever direction that you're choosing, because it says that you can aim where you want it to go, but it doesn't really just give you that much freedom for the aim. And the problem that I have with this thing, it doesn't last that long. The beam only lasts like maybe a second at most. So some key things about it is this jutsu is activatable in the air, and you can be knocked out of the activation, similar to the scorching flame. This jutsu can hit a wide range of opponents if you plan it at the right time. Since it moves from left to right or from right to left, if a big group of people are coming at you, you can actually hit them with it, and the activation isn't extremely slow, but it's not the quickest. The scorching flame activates quicker than this jutsu. The damage isn't the best, but it's enough to kill an opponent when their health is low enough, and because it has a wide horizontal span, this jutsu is good for chasing down opponents. You're not going to have to worry about them dodging out of the way whenever you're chasing them, because since you're going from left to right, they're not really going to be able to predict which way it's going. And it's great for connecting combos, because whenever you hit somebody with this, they don't just fall to the ground. They kind of give them a little bit of a stumble animation that you can charge in and actually hit somebody with. So some key strengths, like I said, the combo potential. This thing is also unblockable. It breaks barrier jutsu. It's great for charging enemies, and it breaks reinforcement jutsus. So like we said, with the combo potential, you can get people out of a tumble animation. If you pair it with something like Tsukuyomi or something like that, this jutsu can work very well. So when we talk about things that it's unblockable, this thing's going to break through Susanoo armor and sand shield and water pillar and Truth Seeker orb and surprisingly Boruto stream. So pretty much anything that's like helping you defensively, even mud wall, petrifying jutsu, needle jizo, all these are going to get broken by this jutsu. Now, the one thing that it doesn't work on is that's what we're going to talk about in the next part, which is the weak points. Now, the weak points of this jutsu are going to be things like some trap jutsu, also time-space jutsu. It has a low range because it's not as far as the scorching flame, and like I said, it's difficult to aim, especially if it's from a distance and the person sees you getting ready to hit it. And some things that counter this is palm rotation, Sukuna Hakona, and Kamui. Both Kamuis are going to counter it. And I was very surprised that Sukuna Hakona countered it, considering that, that it broke through Susanoo armor. And the way they've been doing things recently, something that, kind of breaks Susanoo armor usually breaks Sukuna Hakona, but it makes sense since Sukuna Hakona can shrink projectiles. But I would have thought maybe since this is, not just your average projectile, that Sukuna Hakona wouldn't be able to shrink this. But these are basically the key things that I'm talking about with this jutsu, and I mean, that's really all there really is to know about it. For the most part, it's unguardable, it goes through barriers, and it also can, break through armor and things like that, so you don't have to worry about that. But you just got to make sure that you're actually in a close range when you're using this jutsu, so they don't really have that much of a chance to dodge it, because you can't really control the aim that much. But with all these things into play and taking all these things into account, I'm going to give this a low tier A rank. And that's simply because I could give it a B, but this jutsu is A rank because it's being able to break shields and armor, and also the fact that it has such a fast cooldown. This makes this a great option for healer types whenever it comes to running things like flag and really base battle. A healer type can really take over a base battle now with this jutsu because it comes back so fast that you're going to be able to pretty much handle any water pillar, any Truth Seeker orb, any spammer that's trying to sit on the base and hold the base. This jutsu is going to allow you to do that, and even though the damage isn't the best, that alone makes this jutsu, worth throwing on if you're really just trying to run it for a strictly base battle build. But for just straight up damage, not really, but more so for crowd control and base battle. But let me know in the comments how y'all have been enjoying this jutsu since this came out. Let me know any builds that you might want to do, and we might display it on the channel. I know we haven't been doing a lot of gameplay recently for Shinobi Striker. We've been, doing character DLC concepts and also, just talking about some things. But let me know how y'all been feeling about the videos. If y'all want, a little bit of gameplay, I'll give y'all some gameplay with the build that I can conjure up. But hey, man, I appreciate all the support y'all been giving me, man. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all those things, and man, I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. We up.